I'm telling them that I can't breathe. Clearly he don't give a damn about my plea. His ancestors used to hang us on trees. Today they identify as road police. You see I'm black, for that I'm a threat to America. My rise is their fall and their fall is evident. Blood on your hands is heavier than an elephant. Open up America's closet and see skeletons. They killing us for job.
Blessings, YouTube. I'm a 20th. And this is Reunite Sandy Speaks. Thanks for stopping by and viewing my video. This is like a last minute thing I just started. I actually had other things planned for today. But I just watched Tariq Nasheed's Plantation Wake Up Call on Tariq Radio regarding Whoopi Goldberg. And I just had to chime in and say my piece. So the view was like, nigga, stay in your place. Nigga, stay in your place. And you know what, black people, I need you to pull up. My goal, my purpose, I got several goals, but one of the agenda is that we need to create a black party. Not a Democratic party, not a Republican party, the black party. None of these political parties all have an interest in black people and issues that are plaguing black people. So one of the things that I'm doing is I'm creating a black party. I'm in Los Angeles, and I like to begin and start it in the Los Angeles area. We need to get to it as fast as possible because it's an election year, and we got to flex and let them know who we are, and we have cohesion, and we have expectations for our needs and our desires. But let me go back to Whoopi Goldberg really quickly. So you guys, I didn't see. I figured they pulled the clip of whatever she said. So if you don't know, you know what I'll probably do. I'll probably take it from Tariq's page and put it on here. Maybe I'll put it in sometime during my conversation. But what Whoopi Goldberg said was, "Oh, the Holocaust wasn't about race. The Holocaust was about humans being inhumane to one another." And I understand that, but I think she made a mistake by saying it wasn't about race. So let me tell you, okay, one of the things I want to be clear about, black people, if you're watching this, I need you to watch this. I need you to share this. YouTube is not going to share my video. Okay, let me back up really quickly. America is founded on the white supremacist collective conscious. Okay? That white people are superior and we are inferior. Okay? And we are in a country where we don't matter. Okay? We're second class. We know that. Okay? So instead of us beefing about it, we need to take corrective action and do what's necessary to be liberated, to be treated equally, to live a part of the American dream just like anybody else. I'm getting my thoughts together because, see, I was married to a white man for 23 years, okay? And when we no longer were together, he was like, nigga, stay in your place. When I went before these racist judges, and then Judge Sarah Heidel, it's my understanding she's a Jewish woman. Her boss, Judge Lawrence Riff, is a Jewish man, okay? So here's the issue. See, I want to say a whole lot. I got to be really slow because I know I get convoluted because all this shit in my mouth and my mind, I just want to say it all. Right? Now, I didn't write it down. I'm just thinking about it. Let me go back to Whoopi Goldberg. I don't know. I know somewhat about Whoopi Goldberg. My son actually dated her granddaughter. I'm in an LA area. And Whoopi Goldberg kind of crazy. She's a great actress, but I think she's kind of crazy. She's kind of eccentric. So her thoughts and her beliefs are all over the place, and that's her. And she's entitled to have those thoughts and beliefs. Whoopi Goldberg is Jewish, okay? And Judaism, my understanding, is a religion. I'll tell you more about that. My daughter wanted to convert, so I'll tell you more about what I know about Judaism and being Jewish. What her statement was, and what I feel, because we speak from our own experience. We speak from how the world treats us, right? Whoopi Goldberg converted, okay? And why she said it wasn't about race? Because when she views Jewish people, from her experience and probably how they treat her, all Jewish people are white. She said it wasn't about race because she's saying, y'all are white people. How is that race? Judaism, I believe, is a religion. Is my understanding. Now, if I'm wrong, leave a comment. Okay? So, as a black woman and Jewish, her behavior, her attitudes, what she's saying is probably based on how she was made to feel. So she's probably thinking, well, y'all are white, so it wasn't about white supremacy because y'all Jewish people white just like Irish people, just like German people. So it wasn't about racism. She's saying it's about being inhumane to another human being. And I'm not going to sit here and debate her argument. I don't care. Okay? Here's the issue. She's entitled to say whatever the fuck she want to say. Pardon my French. See, I'm a black woman and I love black people. They did that to her because they can. They did that to her because they like, nigga, stay in your place. Remember who you are. If you know my story, please come fuck with me. Go to, I married a white guy and 3 racist judges are trying to annihilate me. When I went before this woman, I'm homeless, have been for over a year because they said, nigga, stay in your place. I lived a good life. Upper middle class life. I'm college educated. My kids have the best education, but I'm homeless and I'm on food stamps because they said, nigga, stay in your place. That's a motherfucking flex. Let me calm down because my emotions are getting a little out of control. And I'm talking about this because they suspended Whoopi Goldberg. I think I have something from NBC PR on my phone, so I'm going to put it in here. They said they suspended her for 2 weeks. And I want to talk about this. And I know we are in a time where this cancel culture, okay? Which to me is crazy. You know what? I'm not even going to get into that because that's a whole nother dialogue. But what my problem is that if you listen to the context of what Whoopi said, it was nothing anti-Semitic. What she said was she didn't feel that it was really a racial thing. Because race is, you're white, you're Caucasian, you're African, or you're, I think, Mongolian. Asian people, if I'm saying it wrong, please forgive me. Okay? Or Asian, I don't remember if I'm saying it wrong. Okay? Like me even speaking, if I say something that it's incorrect, you're offended. But my intention is not to offend you. My intention is to communicate my thoughts and my feelings. If Whoopi Goldberg feels that the Holocaust was less about race and more about inhumanity and savage behavior, that's Whoopi Goldberg's business. And who the fuck are you to put her on a 2-week suspension? Because you know what they said? They said black people, stay in your black bitch, stay in your motherfucking lane. Whoopi Goldberg, I'm in LA, I'm from New York, I've been here for a minute. It's a lot. Hollywood has a whole different culture in LA. One of the reasons why black people, I gotta say this and do this to y'all won't get mad at me. I've been in chat room with people in LA, they want to get mad because y'all been in LA your whole life. You haven't been in other cities and states. Black people in Los Angeles are oppressed, discriminated against more so than in Texas, in Louisiana, and Mississippi. Okay? They oppress black people. I'm in Los Angeles. You guys name one group in California that's working for the betterment of black people. Name one. I called Maxine Waters a couple of times yesterday on video and they hung up on me. I'm gonna have another series of black woman's journey to liberation. What it is to be a black woman in America trying to get justice. Okay, so I digress because I got a lot of shit going on regarding Whoopi Goldberg. And I want everybody to listen to me. If you know me, I'm not a racist. I was married to a white man for 23 years. I live in the area where mostly Asian people, a large population of Asian people. My kids are very highly influenced by Asian people. My daughter was more influenced by me than the guy I married. The guy that I married is a white man, and as long as I was married to him, I learned that he was a racist. When he used my race against me, throughout our marriage, he would do racist shit. So I'm gonna say this to you, and some black people who are against it, I fuck with the FOI. Okay, I love black people. Okay, but if I like FOI, FBA, ADOS, I have some thoughts, beliefs, and feelings that are different from yours. Okay, but what you need to understand, me being black, it trumps all that. They're kicking our ass. We are losing because we don't understand you put black first. This woman made a comment about the Holocaust as it relates to race for her opinion, what she believes. This is a woman who's actually a Jewish woman, okay? And they suspended her for 2 weeks. And they suspended her for 2 weeks because, y'all, this was a flex. This was a nigga stay in your place. Whoopi Goldberg, you know what? If you see this video, put black first, mommy. I understand. I fuck with white people. You've been with white people. I live with white people. I know how white people are. Okay, you guys, if you're black, like I get comments, y'all be talking about Asian people, y'all be talking about black people, y'all be talking about everybody. I'm the 20th. I grew up in New York City. And I grew up amongst a large array of different nationalities. Okay? And let me say this to you. When I say this to you, you can have an opinion, you can disagree, and I'm okay with you disagreeing. I can have complicated, difficult conversations without getting angry, without getting mad, and without taking personal attacks. We learn and we grow by sharing our experience, okay? I'm not against Asian people. I ain't against Jewish people. I'm not against any immigrants. I love black people first. And the reason why I love black people, because innately, I know I'm black. Like, I love women. I love being American. You identify with your group. And you have, I want to say racial pride. See, what I know is I grew up differently than a lot of black people. Many black people. Not all, but some. Okay? I grew up different from many people. I have a different mindset than a lot of people. I'm unique. Okay? I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. No disrespect if you a follower, because somebody has to follow. I'm a leader. So I'm an independent thinker. So I've been different and stood out my whole life because I don't go with the crowd. I don't do what the crowd does. I do what I think is right or wrong because I'm a critical thinker. My life has been ruined. I am struggling. I am clinically depressed. It's times that I am downright don't even want to live anymore because I've been traumatized by white people. Okay? But because God gave me the discernment and the consciousness to know, I'm not going to hate all white people. When you out here trying to come for a whole race of people, that's about your insecurity and you not feeling good about you. That's about you having issues with you and you want to, what the woman called reflect, or y'all know I struggle with words, right? This is about you guys trying to, the word isn't reflect, but you like using your own insecurities about your own insecurities on someone else. You know? Like you don't like immigrants and you black. Y'all want to have that conversation? Go ahead. I hate that chick. I love black people. All black people. Okay? If you don't like Asian people, I did live in the Asian area, but I lived in the Asian area where Asian people live. They didn't have, it's not people where Asian people worked and had businesses. They had some businesses in my area. Asian people work and have businesses in black areas and in industrial areas. Okay, they're into manufacturing and commerce. Okay, so I think some black people in black areas, specifically, I think like Compton or South Central, I might be mistaken, in Los Angeles, Asian people own companies, and as a black person, you felt disrespected about how they treat you and disrespect you and talk to you crazy, right? So you have a feeling and an emotion about Asian people. A Japanese man ruined my fucking life, lied on a stand, made up things, harmed me, brought me great harm. Great harm. A Japanese man. I don't hate Japanese people. And you might disagree with me, but this has to do with me loving me. I have great self-esteem. I know some videos you probably feel like you're mad at white people. I am mad at I'm mad at white people. I'm human, right? White people ruined my life. Or they tried to. I gotta turn that shit around. But so instinctively, I'm going to have some kind of feelings with white people. Instinctively, I'm going to have some feelings about Asian people because this Japanese man brought me harm. But the difference between me and animals and less intelligent, I have the ability to reason. And although my feelings may make me feel some way or think something, my consciousness knows it is unintelligent. It comes from an egoic place if I hate a whole race of people just based on a race. That's ignorant. That's how I feel. Y'all gonna come and say what you want to say, and you have to understand I'm not mad at you. I was married to a white man for 23 years who I gave my life to, who he struggled with a lot of demons because he was raised by a awful white man. I don't want to get too deep into this, I will, because you guys, I'm a little different because I have been immersed in multicultural experience my whole life. So I do know white people, but I hang out with a whole lot of people, and I have my opinions about stuff. White men, and y'all, I've had y'all say I have sympathy for white men. I don't. It's not a sympathy. Maybe I do have sympathy. I have sympathy for anybody that has a struggle. Okay, but the white men behave the way they do because their father treated them that way. I was married to a white man who felt like nothing because his parents made him feel like he was shit. Okay? And I was his rebellion. I was his revenge. I was his fuck you. He didn't love black people. He's a white supremacist himself. Right? But I was his fuck you to white people, to his parents. You know, white people do that shit. But back to Whoopi Goldberg. I'm a little salty that she was suspended for 2 weeks. And I'm going to talk about the power, Jewish people and their power. Okay? See, it's upsetting to me because I don't think she said anything anti-Semitic. If you're a Jewish person and you felt like what she said was offensive to you, I'm so sorry you felt that way. Okay? And I understand that. Again, I was married to a white man who would say racist shit all the time. And he didn't recognize he was saying racist shit. Okay? That's how he was raised. So, if you think what I'm saying as a Jewish person is offensive, I need you to understand I'm not trying to offend you. I don't dislike you or have any negative feelings about your race, about your religion. What I think is that Whoopi Goldberg was trying to say, you guys, we got this race thing going on and we keep making it about race when we need to make it about humanity. We need to make it about, let's be kind to each other, regardless of the race, regardless of what color you are or your ethnic group, or if you have natural hair or don't have natural hair. That is a philosophical idea. That's a humane idea. She was trying to be philosophical. And what they said was, nigga, stay in your place. I'm making this video because black people, we need to talk about it. I'm going to pause for a minute so I get my thoughts together. But y'all know I ramble. I hope y'all stick with me. I always have a point. It might take me a fucking long way, the scenic route, but I get there, okay? Okay, you guys. I paused this video because my intention was to go on YouTube, not YouTube, but Instagram, and look for comments by black people. To look for comments by black people making comments about other races and how we're treated and so forth. Okay? This is very important, and I really hope you listen to what I'm saying. I really hope you take heed to what I'm saying. I hope you share my videos. YouTube will not let me promote my videos. YouTube will not let me promote my videos because I am here for black people. It's my goal to empower, to unite, and cause cohesion for black people. This country is ran by white people, the white supremacist collective conscience. Once I put black or white on the title, they make you sign in. They won't even let me promote my videos. So what that says, black people, you have to take accountability. You have to be proactive. You have to share my video. Even if you don't like my video, put my video on Twitter because people need to see me. Okay, because I'm working for the betterment of black people. Even if you don't agree with everything I'm saying, if you're mad because I was married to a white person, you don't like my wig, whatever it is, I'm black first. Okay? And the reason why we continue to get our ass kicked, because we're not putting black first collectively. I'm going to put in this Instagram post by Harriet. This is I follow this person. I don't know her very well. It's Harriet Eve 9. She has 10,000 followers. Owner, CEO. But her content is about black people. Okay. In her comment, you can't see. I'm gonna probably just put it over here. She says, TD Karen, also known as, she coming for it. She came for it too, okay? TD Karen, also known as Whoopi Goldberg, stepped in a whole pile of shit for her comment about Jewish community, and has been suspended from The View. You guys, wait a minute, you guys. Where is Mel Gibson and them to come to her defense? Meanwhile, never mind. Okay, I'm going to put this over here, y'all, okay? So we're going to talk about it. And black people, I love you, okay? And as I speak, I have fear about saying what I'm going to say because I'm afraid, I'm afraid how you're going to receive it, okay? But I know you're going to receive it based on your conditions. You're going to receive it based on your experience. You think the way you do because of your life and us being oppressed in America our entire lives. See, here's the issue. Soon as she said something about Jewish people, she didn't even say anything derogatory. She was making a philosophical argument. And she was suspended. Because they were saying, nigga, stay in your place. Here, I'm going to tell you, this is why one of the main reasons why they don't respect us. Main reason why they don't respect us. Harriet Eve 9. This is a black Instagram who promotes black people. She's calling out Whoopi Goldberg, asking Whoopi Goldberg why she ain't riding for Mel Gibson, where Mel Gibson at in her time of need. She was saying she was with Ted Danson with her boyfriend. Where Ted Danson at? Here, black people, let me tell you something. If you agree with this, if you think like this is why they got their foot on our motherfucking neck and they keeping it there. See, she's black. If she converted to Judaism or whatever the fuck, she's black. And black supposed to come first. Instead of her coming for Whoopi Goldberg, we as a people are supposed to boycott The View. I don't fuck with The View. But black people, this was a nigga stay in your place move. Okay? And I'm sorry I get angry. I gotta be calm because I need to communicate to you guys effectively where you get it. I get angry because I know many of us don't get it and we view things differently and we view things based on our experience and our conditions. They suspended her for saying a philosophical view. Do you see anybody fuck with Jewish people? And just to let y'all know, let me tell you, see, some black people don't know about Judaism or Jews. Like Whoopi Goldberg was saying, you're all white. And what I suspect, Jewish people made her remind her, yeah, you Jewish, but you black. Okay, we have a distinction. When we're different, like black people make comments about black immigrants, which I'm not comfortable with because I'm black. Okay, we all have different opinions and ideas. Okay, but Whoopi Goldberg is a black person, and what I need you to understand, and I'm scared to say it because I don't want to offend anybody, but I gotta tell you, they keep their foot on our motherfucking neck. We stay in bondage because we don't put black first. They're not afraid of us because we have no cohesion. 3 racist judges fucked up my whole life illegally. The illegal shit. And you know why they did it? Because they knew I was going to struggle to have black people to stand up and help me. My whole life has been ruined. I got a GoFundMe, and the balance is a direct correlation to what America thinks about black women. What I'm saying to you, if y'all like, you been with the Jewish people, now they could, no, black people, you stand up for yours. 3 racist judges maligned me in a divorce case with a wealthy white man. They didn't look at the white man like, oh, you sleeping with niggas, you a nigga lover. They wrote the law, committed hate crimes against me to help him. And you know, guys, it wasn't to help him. It was to hurt me more than they're helping him. It was more to hurt me. But they didn't think, you been with them niggas. Let me go ahead and give her all your money. That's what you get for being with them niggas. They didn't think like that. They rocked together. Period. And I'm telling y'all, if you're a black person and you turn on a motherfucking View, shame on you. If you're a black person and they suspended her, a black woman, how you gain power is by flexing your power. We always talking about we don't have any power. We don't have any power because we don't have any unity. Unity will be our equalizer. And I'm really passionate inside about this. And I have to hold my emotions. I want to curse and talk crazy because it's passionate and emotion for me. Because it's that simple. And my people don't get it. If they knew that as soon as you fuck with one of us, you fuck with all of us, it would be a motherfucking rap. Trust me when I tell you that. Trust me when I tell you that. So, in order for this to work, it has to be every individual put black first. And I lived a very diverse life. I've lived with middle class people. I lived with black people, work with black people who like, I ain't helping them. That's their problem. One black girl told me some people are destined to drive Pintos and some people are destined to drive Cadillac. And this black chick, she down with ADOS. Okay? And that's what she said to me. I'm not trying to help black people. I'm like, the fuck? Yo, let me say this to y'all. Some of y'all black people get it. Some of you black people get it innately. Okay? To those who do not get it innately, black people, I need you to be patient with them. I need you not to be angry with them. They think that way because it's their condition. They may have grew up not having a lot. They may have grew up struggling. They may have grew up in a low poverty area amongst black people fighting with black people. So they don't see any reasons or purpose to have unity. They see a nigga like the next nigga. Okay? But here's the thing, bro. We've been in bondage our whole entire motherfucking life. Period. We've been in bondage. And you know, and see, And sometimes I talk about this and people who did not live like I did get offended or feel like it's a flex. It's not a flex. I love all black people. If you've been on welfare your whole life, if you didn't graduate from college, I love black people. And it is about you, but it's probably more about me because I'm a black person. So I know when they attack me because I'm black, what y'all don't understand is they attacked us. When they attacked me, they attacked us. When Whoopi Goldberg said something that they felt was off color about the Jewish race or the Holocaust, they felt like the whole race or religion was attacked. And they said, back the fuck up. You can't do that. Am I making sense? Do y'all get it? See, I was looking on Instagram for comments because I always hear y'all saying, oh, they Asian people got the Asian bill. Oh, they giving these people this. Here's the thing. And I'm going to have to keep on with these videos because I know I'm going to have to keep putting this in your head. They do this to us because they can. If they suspended Whoopi Goldberg from The View, not a fucking black person supposed to be watching The View. If they suspended Whoopi Goldberg, not a fucking black audience member should be a black person. And if you want to argue with me, if you don't agree with me, sister, brother, that's the problem. We've been in bondage our entire lives. Is it because we're less smart? We're less intelligent? We're less able? Why have we been in bondage in our entire lives? We've had black presidents, moguls, scholars. Why are we still in bondage? We're still in bondage because you're looking for the white man to save you. We're still in bondage because you think he is going to put us first. Let me explain to you. This is Reunite Sandy Speaks. I married a white guy and three racist judges are trying to annihilate me. I have different series. This is Reunite Sandy Speaks because this is about liberating black people. And one of the things that I know that I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to educate black people. I need you to understand. And I know, you know what, you guys, this happened to me because anybody can take care of this. I can't. Okay? I've always been an influencer. When I worked in companies and jobs, people put me with people who were less able or less confident. I struggle because mentally, it's the way the body works. I have negative thoughts and sometimes I'm not inspired. My body wants to shut down and stop because it doesn't want to address the issues because they're painful. The way my body protects itself, it says don't stop. Okay? That is one of the other reasons why we stay in bondage. Is one of the reasons why we don't even, our thought process could be flawed. So if you don't agree with me, I'm not mad at you. If you don't agree with me and you say a comment, I'm not going to get mad at you and argue with you. Read my comments. People comment to me all the time and say things. Why you mad at a white boy? Why you do this? Why you do that? And I'm not mad. If you have an opinion, if you think something, I value what you think and what you feel. How we come to a consensus is that we discuss it. And we make legal, we discuss it and we come to some common ground. Even if we don't come to common ground, because I'm belching. I'm so windy with my shit. Even if we don't come to common ground, we have to think, okay, you know what? I don't agree with you. Like, read my comments on here. People be like, coming for me. And I try to intelligently explain my position. When they start taking personal attacks, that's because they can't support their argument. I've said this before. Ghettos remain ghettos, you guys. If you live in the ghetto and you've been in the ghetto your whole life, this is not an attack on you. This is not to belittle and demean you. One of the reasons why they remain ghettos, because everyone thinks the same. When you're in the hood and everybody thinks the same and then nobody's afraid or someone's afraid to go against the grain and say, nah, I don't agree with you. I was the chick that said, I don't agree with you. I can read a minute. I'm like, no, I don't agree with that. But then there's a group of people like, they don't want to argue, they want to fight, just want to go along and get along. I ain't me. I will tell you what I think and what I feel. And it's not about me flexing, I'm smarter than you, I'm better than you. I'm trying to help you have a different way of thinking. And you have to be open to it. What I know about my community is that there's a part of the black community, a percentage who do not value education, who thinks education is just to spend money and it's a waste of money. And that shit hurts my heart so bad because they don't know what they don't know. They think a lack of education, I can get a job. I don't have to have education. I can get a job. I know that, right? I know that, but the education teaches you to be well-rounded. The education, you take an English class in order to get a degree, you learn about critical thinking. You learn about ideas and a premise or statements, and you learn how to validate them. You learn how to deductive reasoning, okay? So if you don't have a formal education, this is not me saying that I'm better than you. Someone with a college education is better than you. This is me explaining to you why it's important to get an education. Now, in today's economy, in today's culture, you don't have to get a formal education. You ain't got to pay. You can go online. You know, you guys, I like learning. There's so many websites, college websites where you can take courses for free. I do that all the time, okay? I learn how to do all kinds of shit online because I like to learn. So the benefit of having a college degree is, of course, it's outlined. What you take is outlined is based on different parts of your life, different things that you do. You learn different parts of your life to be well-rounded. I'm gonna tell you this. My daughter went to a Christian high school. One of the curriculums every year they had to do, I think it's called lifelong learning. And the lifelong learning was biblical. She went to a Christian school. My daughter learned about Judaism in her Bible. It was either called Bible or lifelong learning. She learned about the Jewish faith at a Christian school. My daughter, her sophomore year, FaceTimed me. She says, "Mom, you got to help me get the birthright." That's a Jewish thing. They go, and it's a Jewish thing, and it's like they go to their homeland. And she's like, "Mom, figure out how I can get the birthright." And I used to be with different friends, like young guys. I showed my daughter, like, "Oh, we can get her on the list," you know. And the white person I was married to, white racist, Irish background. Why she like Jew? Why she like Jewish stuff? Why she into that? Why she into that? Why she want to do that? I might not say it right. My daughter wears a ha. Okay, my daughter's best friends, all her friends on Community in New York are Jewish people, and she's a black woman. Okay, the white man I was married to, he had an issue with that. That's white supremacist collective conscience. Okay, I don't care. I saw people, like, I had a party one time, and my girlfriend, who's now married to a Jewish dude, she worked for Jewish people, she's Mexican, and I was like, my daughter's Jewish. And they'd be like, this is why Whoopi Goldberg act the way she did, because some Jewish people don't accept her. I said, my daughter's Jewish. And we had a thing in my house once, and they met her. I said, I told you my daughter was Jewish. They think I was lying, because they don't expect black people to be Jewish. And just like any other race, nationality, they always want to call us out and make us less or not accept us or have us part of the culture. Even some Jewish people are more, I don't know the difference. My daughter used to teach me, there's different types of Jewish people. Some are more conservative than others. Messianic Jews, my daughter would tell me. My daughter like history. I'm inquisitive. And she's a Gemini. My family, we like to learn. We like history. We like to grow and learn. She found stuff in the Jewish faith that she liked. The family-oriented, the culture. She found stuff she liked and she really wanted to be a part of. The white man I married was angry. Why you do this? Okay? And now listen. Jewish judges malign me for this white man. For this white man who chastised me and her for because me allowing her to do whatever she does. My daughter, She wanted to play piano. She wanted to do violin. He would get me. One of the reasons why we didn't work, because I would indulge her. Okay, I would let her do like, you are a clay sculpt, do whatever. She's sculpting to whatever she decides on doing. Okay, but the white person that I was married to, he was like, why is she doing that? Why is she doing that? Because he's a racist. That's what white supremacist collective conscious. Okay, and what I think Whoopi Goldberg was trying to say. See, I kind of think that it was a dumb comment because it was about racism. I think, and I've had people say that the Holocaust was a fraud. I don't get into that. I don't say shit to offend people. I'm not going to say shit to offend people. See, when you start doing that, this is just me. When you start saying shit to offend people and target people, that's about your own self-esteem and your own insecurities. I love me. Okay? I've had them take everything I've had from me. My value is not the things that I have. I love me. I'm a good person. I love humanity. I love my country. I love black people. I stand up for women. I love me. So I'm not of the mind of the Asian people, they those Mexican people, my mind don't work like that. Okay? But when my mind does work, I love black people. And I'm on my motherfucking rant. I need to say this to you. The point that I'm trying to say to y'all, they're afraid of Jewish people. They're afraid of Jewish people because if you fuck with one, you gotta fuck with all of them. They got a racial cry. That's one of the reasons that my daughter, she took a class and she read all these different stories. If you're Jewish, Jewish people always laugh. They be like, what? This is what Whoopi Goldberg went through. I talked to one Jewish lady was like, I don't think she can convert to Judaism because unless she's Ethiopian. What the one woman told me she was Ethiopian. She was trying to say it's about being black. These Jewish people were trying to say my daughter couldn't convert because your mom has to be Jewish. Like all these different rules. Okay. When I would show guys her picture, it was like, let me tell you how to get her on the list. Okay. All right. My daughter's ambiguous looking, so you don't know what she is. Okay. But some Jewish people that I talked to, I was like, she wants to get the birthright. Some Jewish people was like, no, her mom has to be Jewish and for her to convert and different stuff. And because my daughter is biracial and she's ambiguous looking, I've noticed that she's perceived differently if she's with her father or if she's with her mother. You can't tell what she is. They only know she's black when she's with me. When she's with me, she's perceived differently. Okay? And black people, I want to talk about that because that's hurtful. America hates black people. America doesn't love black people. Black women are the most disrespected, unprotected person in this country. See my GoFundMe. It's a direct relationship to what America thinks about black women. Okay? So why I talked about education? Because I talked about education because I want you guys to be able to think critically. When I say America doesn't love black people, America hates black people, natural emotional instinct is to feel hurt, to feel pain, to feel unworthy, to say why I didn't do anything. I was born this way. Why are you bringing me harm or not liking me? I did nothing to you. Okay? That is the first emotional response because you're human. But this is going on too long. We are not going to stop racism. What we need is liberation. Liberation means we need to be treated equally. If they feel comfortable suspending a black person for 2 weeks, they need to know that there is repercussions for suspending a black woman that's been on your show the entirety of the show, who has authority, who should have some loyalty for her as being a black person. She could have gone in there and said, you guys, see the thing that upset me about Whoopi Goldberg, because she wasn't trying to be offensive. If you look at the context of what she was saying, she's not saying something racial. What Whoopi Goldberg is doing, Whoopi kind of weird, Whoopi crazy, okay? But I have eccentric thoughts too. Things I say and things people be like, that's kind of crazy. And I know that I'm different. And Whoopi Goldberg is like that too, okay? So what I felt like, she was trying to make a roundabout way saying, y'all, we're spending too much time fighting about race. We're spending too much time arguing about this race thing, and it's ignorant. It's ignorant, and it comes from insecurity. Why I understand what she meant is because I'm a black person who is multicultural. And I say this to you because one of the things that I know is black people, I meet black people who never been around anybody but black people. I love y'all, but y'all are different to me. For me, that's a different experience. Don't get mad at me, okay? Listen to what I'm saying, please. I turned my life upside down for black people. Please don't make this be in vain. Please listen to my videos and follow along and help me with this black party. So when I say, y'all be coming for me in these chat rooms because I say who I am. I am not the black person who's never been around black people. We've been around non-black people. When I was working in corporate America, there were black people that had worked there. And my black friends that worked there, they really didn't socialize with coworkers. They did their work, they did their job, and they go home. They didn't go out with them. They wasn't friends with them. They just went to work. And I'm a different kind of black person. I'm the black person that I'm cool with everybody. When I was in college, I was pregnant. I went my daughter. I was pregnant when I graduated. I couldn't come to school. I majored in finance. All the Asian people took my notes from me. All the Asian people helped me with my test and taught me. Okay? Asian people did that. And when I went to Cal State Fullerton, a lot of the Asians, they were first generation. They may have been immigrants because a lot of them had accents and they didn't speak full English well. But they were I was a finance major. They would come in, I was pregnant, y'all. And I was still on the floor because I couldn't fit in the freaking thing. And they was like, you need help? They would help me. Do you know how grateful I am about that? I think it may have been like, because of my major, I was lucky. Most of the time in my past experience, because of my life choices, since I was a young girl, in class and school and work, my environment were primarily non-black people. And my feelings are hurt by thinking, because I know black people and I know how some of y'all think. Some of y'all gonna get mad at me about that. Some of y'all gonna be angry with me. And I actually want to cry because I know some of y'all look at me differently. But you shouldn't, because I'm black like you. I always be going these rants and I don't summarize the point that I'm trying to fucking make. Put black first. If you don't like that I was married to a white person, if you don't like that I wear a fucking wig, if you don't like that I let my daughter get into the Jewish faith, this is why we losing. If what I do and what I choose does not affect you, what affects you is that I'm black and I'm full of black people. And when there's a problem, I stand up for mine. You guys, I want to fucking rant about this because Whoopi Goldberg, that was a nigga. Stay in your place. And black people, if you on Instagram talking shit about Whoopi Goldberg, Tariq, you said something about her. We call her Tariq Caper, okay? I like Tariq Nasheed. And Tariq Nasheed is for black people. But see, this is where it's a man and a female thing. You know, I'm a woman and I play my position. He says some inflammatory shit, okay? And I listen, I'm like, ooh, that was a lot. But he loved black people. And sometimes he says shit that is not the most popular. It's not the nicest, but it's the truth, okay? He made all this shit about Whoopi Goldberg. And the Tariq Nasheed situation, I say this is why you're critical think. You think and you look at the situation and you think about it critically. I'm not angry with him because I don't feel like he was attacking Whoopi Goldberg. I think more or less he's outlining the situation. And he said, yeah, you've been to Mammy. Now they like, nigga, stay in your place. Black people, what I'm saying to you, you don't say, aha, nigga, that's what you get for fucking with the white people. What you say is don't fuck with mine. We sat there and watched them put their fucking knee on George Floyd's neck and murder him in broad daylight. You know why? Because they're not afraid of us. I talked to some of y'all be talking about fighting and going to war. We ain't gotta go to fucking war. That's white people savage shit. We ain't gotta fight nobody, shoot nobody, kill nobody. We just gotta stick together. We have to create a movement, an idea, the situation, a culture. You don't fuck with black people. If you fuck with black people, you're gonna have a problem. Right? And that's what it is. You know, look, I'm on my fucking tangent, y'all, because I don't want to tell y'all shit. And this video already fucking an hour. So what I want to say, let me wrap this up. This is Whoopi Goldberg in The View. Nigga, stay in your place. So y'all, can y'all share my video, please? Can y'all look at my video, not dismiss me? Can y'all share my video? Because what I'm trying to say to y'all, I'm going to create a black party. These motherfuckers, these people ruled my life. They came for my whole life. And because they did, I take lemons and I turn into lemonade. They came for me because they could. I'm in Los Angeles and I can't get one black attorney to ride with me. So what you think about that? If you're a black person, where do you have accountability? Where are you accountable? Fuck that nigga. That's my problem. That's that nigga problem. Oh, well, I'm sorry. So that black attorney, Dimitri Graves, a black attorney, told me because I'm still fighting in court, why you want to go back to the same court, the same system that wronged you? I want to say stupid bitch. I'm not going to say that. I said to her, if I thought that way, we would still be in picking cotton. Okay? Look, I don't know if y'all follow along. Y'all know me. Y'all know my situation. Okay? I know I ramble, you guys. You know me. You know I ramble when I'm working on it. I'm going to be here for a long time because I got a lot of different things I want to say. I really want to create a movement. My main thing, if you're in Los Angeles, I'm trying to create a black party by midsummer so we can have some clout so they understand that we have weight and our vote counts. Just a second. Yeah, you guys, if y'all want liberation as black people, what I'm trying to say is you gotta put black first. If you of the mind of, too bad for Whoopi Goldberg, oh well for Whoopi Goldberg, if you think about her money, her position, her celebrity, they are attacking black. When they don't, because, we all know that other nationalities have said more offensive stuff. I, as a black person, am offended that she was suspended because she was trying to make a philosophical argument. I take that personal, like you attacking black. The same way they took what she said was anti-Semitic and attacking Jews, you suspending a woman, a black woman, okay, a prolific black woman, no, I can't talk, and suspend her. Not say apologize. Suspend her. When you take the corrective actions to suspend this woman for 2 years, as a black person, I take it personal. Black people, if you listen to me and you don't agree, if you don't think, oh, that's her shit. I'm trying to tell you, we don't have no power because we don't have any cohesion. I get angry. Let me tell you something. Y'all, I rant. Okay? I was married to this white man for 23 years because I coached him in everything. This white man used me for 20 years. Okay? I'm a Cancer and I'm a ride or die. If I'm on your team, I'm going to rock with you to the end. I'm a ride or die. Period. It's who I am. Okay? So if I'm a black person, I love black people, I'm going to rock with you to the end. Okay? One of the things that I know and I recognize, I'm strategic and I think about, okay, how did this shit happen to me? Because you're black. How the fuck is this shit still happening in America? Because they can. Why can they? Because all the black people ain't sticking up for black. How we got here has to do with our conditions. Okay? This is not about point and blame. This is not about, okay, we in the hood, they oppressed us, they do this, they did all kind of shit. Black Wall Street it's a beef property they took. They do shit to us all the time. And what I'm trying to say to you is they do it because they can. If we all were of the mind, are you fucking with a black person? Hold up. Let me stand up for you. Hold up. If they recognized and they knew that as soon as you fuck with us, you got a whole army of black people to deal with, they wouldn't fuck with us. I'm going to tell you. See, I'm a little different because I'm multicultural. Some of y'all think Jewish people white. White supremacists hate Jewish people. Germans, I don't want to get to, because I don't feel comfortable talking about that. That's just very not good for me, okay? There are white people who, they're not for Jewish people. I told you the guy I was married to grew up in the South. He had an opinion about Jewish people. Oh, how the fuck you got an opinion about Jewish people? How does Jewish people affect you? This is a man I was married to for 23 years. I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? Why do you care about a Jewish person? Because they Jewish. Because that's how they think. That's a white supremacist collective conscious. That's a white male misogynist thinking. So the point is, how we gonna resolve this? How we gonna get liberation? And I talk a whole lot of shit because I say all this because when I talk like this, because I want to get you to think about what I'm saying. And I know oftentimes I'm all over the place. My moon is in Gemini, so I think and I go and I keep going. Now I might say you ADD. No, my moon is in Gemini, so I think about it and I keep on going. Okay, and then because I say so much at one time, I know that I lose you. It's who I am. Okay, but ultimately, what I'm trying to say to you is they do this to us because they can. This is about personal responsibility. You can't be posting shit like, oh, they do this for Asian people. They do. No. You have to take personal accountability for you and yours. Okay? You guys, I want to share with you. My life is hard. For the past 2 weeks, I have been deeply depressed. That young girl jumped out the fucking window. I was like, oh shit, I've been sad. Like, why the fuck she jump out the window? I'm gonna take my life, I'm gonna take some pills. I ain't gonna jump out the fucking window. That was scary to me. I was like, oh shit. Okay? But that was her sadness and her depression. I think when people take their life like that violently, it's because they're trying to make a point to someone. That's what I think. I don't know. Remember that young girl jumped out the fucking window. I'm like, whoa. And you guys, I've been sad before. I've been that sad. But jumping out the window sounds really, really extreme. Okay, I'm not trying to make light of that. But I mentioned that because it's hard. Times are hard. That I have suffered mental anguish and trauma probably to the same degree as that girl. And why I'm suffering from this trauma, what black people do is when they are wrong, they just forget about it and let it go. And they say, oh, 10 years ago, this is what they did to me. Black people died for me. What they did to me gives me the opportunity to create change, to make a difference for black people. That's the least I can do. I got to make sure that they don't do this to someone else. And that's because I put black first. Again, I know that I'm talking and I'm hoping you fully understand what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to explain to you, we can't change what they think about us. We can't change the racism in this country. But what we can do is stop them from violating us. What we can do is stop them from abusing us. And if you're in the mind and think, I'm going to do a video about that too. If you're in the mind and think that we can't, that's a problem because you think we can't. We can. And I hate to keep talking about this white man that I was married to. He's a negative thinker. He was a glass half full. That's one of the reasons why I used to be depressed. If I want to do something, his first thing was he would always think about the negative stuff. He was raised by a white male misogynist man that made him feel like it was nothing. I'm telling you about white people. I think I got empathy for them. I'm just explaining to you how white people are. This white man I was married to, every time I would say, oh, let's go do this. Oh, let's do this. His first thought was negative. His first thought was, so when I'm excited about something and I want to do something, his negative energy would pull in. And then I would have to sit and try to explain to him and navigate with him to explain to him why what I'm saying works. And after years, it weighed on my soul. What I heard one time, someone said, you want to know if someone's depressed? After you hang out with them, you feel depressed, you feel sad. This is how it was with this guy. I did love him. There were great things about him. But he was hard to partner with because he was always negative. He always thought the glass half full. And I'm a different person. That's one of the reasons why we probably got together. I would inspire him and encourage him. And this is what I'm trying to do to you. So black man, if you mad at me about being with this white man, you want to leave a comment, go ahead. Okay? Because I ain't going to lie to you. I got a whole lot of guilt about being with this white man, especially after what he did to me. If you have, I am, with my kids say whatever they want, say what they feel. I'm not the parent that reprimands my kids for saying the truth. If you feel or think something, leave a comment. If you don't, something about me you don't like, you think I'm all over, but I do not take your opinions personal. Okay? Because I know your opinions is about your experience. What you feel, what you think. What's going to make me better is to be open to your opinions. Remember how, and the ghetto thing, I always use that, and some people who lived in the ghetto their whole life are offended by it. I read this book, it was either Losing the Race or Winning the Race by Michael Steele. And he explained why, a lot of reasons why ghettos stay the same, you guys. If you live in a hood and things don't seem to be better, because you're very territorial about your area, your space. You're very territorial about your people, your group. When other outsiders come in, I've had somebody say on the chat room like, "Oh, we don't know you. You shut down, you close ranks." Well, I understand the reason for that. But what happens is you don't allow for fresh ideas, different thoughts, different opinions. That's how you grow and you learn. On my fucking tangent, y'all. What's this video about? Whoopi Goldberg. Nigga, stay in your place. That's what we gonna do. Are we gonna look at Whoopi Goldberg like, that's what you get from fucking with the white people? Or we gonna take the most strategic position? You can't fuck with Whoopi Goldberg. You fucking with a black woman. You can't fuck with a black woman. If you are not of the mind of what I'm saying to you, this is why we're in bondage. This is why they got their foot on our motherfucking neck and they won't take it off. I fuck with white people and I have for a long time. And one of the main things, they do not respect us. You think they don't see us on Instagram fighting? They don't see us talking. They don't see these videos. They don't see these videos on YouTube of black women coming for black men. It's a lady on here and I go to her page. So I was trying to go to her page to get people to come to my page. And she be talking crazy about black men. When I go on that page, I get sick. I get nauseated. I can't. I'm listening to this black woman say stuff about black men. And I'm like, my heart is hurting. Like, sis, what the fuck? You can't follow the fucking logic. Y'all need to fucking subscribe to my channel. If you don't follow my motherfucking logic, subscribe, ring the bell, talk shit. Okay? Listen, I'm about to wrap this up. I'm gonna make sure I covered everything that I'm supposed to cover. What I'm trying to cover to y'all is that, one, I'm gonna start a black party, and it's gonna be in Los Angeles. That's where it's gonna start. The black party. And I need y'all, if you in Los Angeles, you need to subscribe. You need to tell people about it. You need to give me ideas where we're gonna meet. Because we need to have this presence in America in the next 3 or 4 months, because election time is coming. See, what you want is for them to fear you. All these people, Roland Martin, all fighting about the vote, Y'all killing me about fighting about the vote. Listen, if you have an opinion about the vote, I don't know about fighting about the vote, okay? I lived in suburbia. Where I go vote, because I live in suburbia, I'm in and out in less than 5 minutes. If you live in an area where there's not very many places for you to vote and you have all these challenges, I sympathize with you. Okay? But I know how to get a fucking ID and vote. Okay? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I understand everybody has their challenges. And I do believe that vote issue, whatever issue it is to oppress and make things hard for us. But I also think that it is to distract you. Okay? The vote is one thing, but what the fuck we voting for? What the fuck we voting for? Only thing Biden has done that I think I might like, I think he's going to appoint, if he already hasn't, a black lady to the Supreme Court. I'm with that. Because I understand the judicial, how the judicial system affects black people. That's what the judicial system is why I'm fucked up. Trayvon Martin, Kyle Rittenhouse, the people who murdered Ahmaud Arbery, y'all seeing how the judges are influenced and affected, right? Yeah. So let me wrap this up and make sure I got all my thoughts together. When I watch my video, I'm like, you ain't say it right. You missing something. What I'm trying to say to y'all, they do this to us because they can. If you in the mind, like, fuck that nigga. That's that nigga problem. This is why they got their phone on their neck. And they think it has to do with lack of intelligence. They think because we're stupid or we're savage or we're ignorant. They think we're childlike, we don't know any better. Many of us who think that way, we think that way because of our condition. And it's a survival mechanism. Okay? So if you think that way, I'm not mad at you. I love you. If you think, fuck that next motherfucker, fuck that nigga. Oh, y'all come on here like, that was you get for marrying that white guy. Now you want to come back to us. Y'all be talking shit. No. I love black people. Always have and always motherfucking will. Okay? I'm laughing and I gotta be honest. Let me wrap this up and let me say this to you. And I need you to listen to me and take this in mind. Try to change your behavior and your attitude. They do this to us because they can. They're not afraid of us because we are suffering from a lack of cohesion. Okay? Are things getting better? Are we moving in a better direction? I think that we are. See, I'm in Los Angeles. California is a Jim Crow state. If y'all rocking out in Texas and New York and Minnesota, whatever, cool. California is a racist fucking Jim Crow state. And I'm struggling with finding a group of black people to rock with me and make noise and start fighting for liberation in California. Okay? I want to say something because I be exposing shit. Now, I shouldn't expose everybody. I'm going to say that for later. But in closing, you guys, Whoopi Goldberg, that was the next thing in your place. If you're a black person and you're on mind, oh well, Whoopi Goldberg. Oh, she rich, she okay. No. What they did to her is an attack on black people. Okay? If you of the mind, I'm going to take care of me. I'm telling you, it's an attorney that I called to help me with my case. Her name is Demetri Graves. She said to me, why you going to want to go back to the same system that wronged you? Instead of her seeing that this system wronged me, is an attack on her as is an attack on me. See, she every man for herself. And if you see this video, sis, I serve a good God. They took everything from me. But just follow along. Stay with me. Fuck with me. I'm going to turn this around because this is what the fuck I do. Right now I'm suffering. And I'm willing to suffer. I'm willing to do without and not have. Because I love black people. See, you out here looking for accolades for these white people who don't think nothing about you. They did this to me because I'm black. And sister, you know they'll do it to you because you black. And you know that because she said to me, well, what did she say? Why are you going to take your case back to the same system that wronged you? This is a black woman said this to me, y'all, in LA. And let me tell you the mindset, the consciousness. Instead of her reading my case, learning about my case, and her taking it personal, that's an attack on black women, this chick like every man for yourself. That's why we losing, yo. It ain't supposed to be every man for yourself. It's supposed to be, I'm black first. We had some differences. I'm going to tell y'all, it's FBA, ADOS, it's immigrants, it's black people who are conservative, black people who are Democrat. I'm different in that you can have differences from me. You can have things that I don't like about you, but I'll still fuck with you. And I think that has to do with my self-esteem. Okay? If you do something I don't like, I'm gonna give y'all one example. I'm gonna give y'all an example. What is her name? You guys, I can't think. Oh, I want to tell you about the comedian. I can't think of her name. I'm gonna tell you about this comedian. Should I tell you about? Let me pause because I gotta look up her name so I can tell you about how I remember. Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer has presented herself. Amy Schumer is a white comedian. Amy Schumer has, portrayed herself in a certain light. We didn't see her personality and her attitude. In today's culture, we see people on Instagram or social media and interviews. And I'm not a little girl. I'm curvy. Somebody called me chubby the other day. This guy that I'm feeling, he said, come in with your chubby self. Anyway, she made some comments about herself being plus size. Then she kept going on and on about body consciousness and shit. But then when they called her plus size, she got offended. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So what I'm trying to say about Amy Schumer is that made me not like her. I'm like, I don't like you, Amy Schumer. I don't like that about you. But Amy Schumer funny as hell. I see her freaking movies and I crack up laughing. There's not one Amy Schumer movie that I've watched that didn't have me cracking up. And what I'm saying is, you guys, I can just distinguish. It could be things about you I don't like, but I'm not going to close myself off to you completely because I don't like something about you. And that's something that many of us do as humans. Oh, you Christian. Oh, you believe in that baptism. No, I believe in this. I can't be with you. No, it's a difference. And if you are of the mind, well, I don't want to be with you because I don't believe what you believe. To me, you question your own beliefs. Because when you're convicted in what you think and what you feel, how does somebody's opinions, attitudes, lifestyle, behavior affect you? Only way their opinions, lifestyles, behaviors affects you is they're impeding on something about you. America is impeding on black people's liberties. Period. Every black person. Every single black person that's watching this video should care, should matter. Should have the consciousness is like, look, we're going to have a black party. And the black party is going to be for the interests of black people. Y'all, I've been making this video too long. I got to go. Listen, please subscribe. I got a GoFundMe, and y'all look at the balance. The balance of my GoFundMe is a direct correlation to what they think about black women. You guys, I'm going to talk about that girl, I think it's Tanya, the one that she was murdered and they suspect of a date rape. I'm going to do a video about that too, because that relates to black women. I do want to talk about black women, and I really hate to do a distinction because I've talked to some black brothers and sometimes they feel uncomfortable when we put black women first. And black women, y'all want to leave a comment, y'all want to talk shit, whatever. I'm sensitive to black men. Okay, I'm sensitive to their wants and their needs. If they think something or feel something that I don't agree with, I'm like, oh, you a dumb. No, I listen to them because their opinions, thoughts matter to me. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start going a tangent about my conversation with this black dude about black women, and he felt some kind of way that they want to give stuff to black women and not black men, and I kind of got to feel like, but why you feel that way? And what I recognized, he felt hurt and made him feel belittled or not, or they didn't matter, or that was their way of trying to divide us. And I didn't see it that way, but he saw it differently. And what he thought, what he felt mattered to me. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna be on my fucking tangent. I got things I gotta do. I gotta file shit in court. And I gotta do some stuff. So I gotta go, you guys. Thank you for joining. I'm the 20th, and this is Real Nice Sandy Speaks. Y'all come fuck with me.
Kill us in our homes and fabricated and hide it. Where we had young children, orphans. Where you had compassion, and next time you approach us, yeah, we fed up. This is built up. Your city up in smoke, homeboy, we had enough. And I ain't Tyson, riots of violence heighten the climate. I'm saying you smack me, I'm punching you in your iris. Retaliation is prescribed in both Bible and Quran. In the matters of the slang, see an eye for an eye, especially if the Justice Department do not comply.